Hi, I'm Craig Simino, Head of Product at Double GDP, and this is my product and marketing sprint update for July 20th, 2022. First, in this sprint, we spent a very significant amount of time on sales enablement training, working alongside our CSM and now sales team to learn a little bit more about sales from some outside experts and talk a little bit more about our sales strategy. So I have some links here to some sessions that both myself and our outside market research consultant Steve Hong recorded that we actually shared with the CSM team as part of that training. Additionally, on the very tail end of this sprint, spent some time working on incident management, work order redesign from both a resident and a city administrator perspective. Initially, these have been some wireframes that we're going to use in some active kind of sales pitches that are currently going on in Kenya, Tanzania, and other places while Nolan is traveling in Africa. And that'll eventually morph into a larger resident app experience redesign, which we're going to be focusing on next sprint. Finally, I got a chance to sit in on some startup school sessions. Also, again, primarily Nolan's thing is currently attending the startup school through Y Combinator, but there's been a couple sessions that were really kind of relevant to me in the last week that I've spent some time sitting in on. I found them very insightful. For next sprint, tangible kind of engineering work is going to be focused around a couple of integrations. So first of all, a WhatsApp integration to enable better communication flows and notification flows to both community members, residents, city administrators, and team members, workers within the community to receive communications and reply back and interact with the app directly where they're used to doing a lot of communication, which is in WhatsApp. A lot of this work will be some initial scoping, maybe a little bit more intense than a spike, but some laying the groundwork for us to build much deeper integrations into WhatsApp in the future. Additionally, we'll be enabling login with passwords. This is for one of our customers that has specifically requested this feature. And then Zapier integration. As we kind of look to expand our impact on the sales and marketing activities of communities, we recognize that many of them are currently using kind of CRM and other email marketing type tools. And integrating with something like Zapier will let us build one integration to their platform and then unlock, I think there's like 4,000 to 5,000 different integration points with Zapier. So many different cloud CRMs that potential communities might use are already integrated, and it'll let us kind of move fast and even ourselves try some of the other tools that are integrated with Zapier without having to build point-to-point APIs for everything we want to do moving forward. And then finally, just some general app walkthrough UI UX fixes. Nolan spent some time in the app in the last few weeks, and this has led to some kind of observations, some general improvements, tweaks, and bugs he's noticed that the team will be working on fixing just to improve overall usability. And the final thing is the resident app design I previously mentioned. So from a product metrics perspective, we have seen a slight uptick in our weekly active users this sprint and a slight downtick in our average daily sessions. I do think a lot of this is attributable to the fact that our CSM team has spent a little bit more time in the app, doing some demos and some kind of deeper learnings with many of our existing communities. So that usually yields a little bit more session count that reflect in these numbers. Thanks so much. Have a good one.